10.2, we're going to talk about what are probably some familiar terms, and so we might do a little bit of review, or might seem like a review, and then we'll probably get into some new areas with them. So we want to go back and review mean, median, and mode. So the mean is a lot of times referred to the average. Like if I wanted to figure out the class average for the last test, I would add up everyone's score and I would divide by however many students might be in our class. And that's what the formula that I have written there means. This big capital letter means the sum. So we're going to be adding up all of the scores and dividing by the number of items there are for n for number. The median is the middle value, and we do have to order those. Smallest to largest or largest to smallest, but you got to put the numbers in order, and it's going to be the middle number, and we'll do one that has an odd and an even just for some practice. And the mode is the number that occurs the most often. Every set of data I'm going to give you will have a mean and a median, but you don't necessarily have to have a mode. You might not have any numbers repeat. And mode is also the only one that can have more than one answer. Every set of numbers just has one median and one mean. The mode, however, you can have 0, 1, 2, or however many there might be for a particular problem. And together, all of these are called the measure of the center. So we want to know what's going on in the middle of the data. All right, so let's look at some examples here. So in example 1, we've got this set of numbers, and we are going to find the mean. We're going to add them all up. And for partial credit, it is nice for you to show me some work for all these. So I'm going to add those all up, and I'm going to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to divide by 11. If I add that numerator up, that gives me 435, and the denominator is 11. So try to, when you're going to show work for questions, that you either show me that first step or the second step, just something so I can figure out what your numbers you were using were. And if I divide that, I'm going to get 39, and it says to the nearest tenth, so 39.5. Now the mode is the number that repeats the most. So in this set of data, 31 repeats 3 times. So it repeats more than anything else, so the mode is 31. For the median, I need to put the numbers in numerical order. So I'm going to come down here on the bottom to give myself room. And I'm just going to write the same set of numbers, but in order from smallest to largest. Now there are kind of 2 ways to think about doing this median. I'll show both ways. So one way is old school, how you first learned it way back when you were in elementary school. You do one from the bottom, from the top, from the top, from the bottom, from the bottom, from the top, from the top, from the bottom. You just keep crossing out, and when you get to the middle, that's your median. Another way to think about this, we're going to get the same answer. The answer is 31. But there are 11 numbers in this set. The median is halfway, so I could divide by 2 because that's half, and that would give me 5.5. Rounding would tell me it's the 6th number in the list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So whichever way feels most comfortable to you is probably how you should do that median. All right, I've got a smaller set of numbers down here, only 4 sets. They are more like larger numbers, but there are only 4 of them. So I want you guys to try to find the mean, median, and mode for these. So go ahead and hit pause and give that a shot. Right, coming back from the pause. For the mean, I'm going to add all 4 of these numbers together. And I'm going to divide by 4. That's going to give me, on the numerator, 65,070 divided by 4 gives me a mean of 6,267.5. Now none of these numbers repeat, so we say there is no mode. Mode's the only one that we can have that answer for. Mean and median, there has to be exactly one answer. For the median, I'm going to put my numbers in numerical order. And this is an even amount of numbers. So if you do the crossing out, you're left with 2 in the middle. So what you have to do is you have to add those numbers up and divide by 2. You're technically finding the average of the two numbers. So the median is 16,210.